Alright guys, the upcoming action RPG Black Myth Wukong is officially back after its 5 months of absence, where it revealed a gameplay trailer out of nowhere and showed an extremely ambitious project that absolutely none of us expected. This right here was one of the best surprises of 2020, and now it is back with its official trailer. So let's get into it right away and stay tuned after that for some new details on the game. Alright, let's see this. Game Science, the developers. As the mouse gives way to the ox, we have a growing talent and force. Here is a little tune for you gamers. Couldn't read the rest. The world already looks beautiful. The sound is a bit weird. It's lagging a little bit. Oh. Right. Getting into some gameplay. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a nice boss. What's that? Nice. I love the destruction. It's so realistic. Like the bosses, I mean. They look real. Alright. That's a boss right there. Combat looks so fun. All out kung fu. Here we go. There's another boss. It's a fucking giant. Ah, I thought we were gonna see gameplay. Be strong like a bull. Alright guys, so released to celebrate Chinese New Year, ushering in the year of the ox, developer Game Science revealed this trailer with some great information to go with it. The trailer is set in a desert-like area covered in dead plants and dotted with temple-like buildings. We see also fast-paced battles against acrobatic, wolf-like humanoids, a spear and shield-wielding rat, a bizarre mage with many dangerous abilities, and a ton of other weird creatures, which the developer really want to emphasize on. This game will feature a ton of boss fights with different unique monsters and overall a ton of unique enemies to take on, each having different abilities and their own style. We also see a number of more boss-like enemies, from a giant fleshy mouse-like creature to a two-headed fire-breathing rat and so on. For starters, Game Science is aiming for more than 15 hours of playtime on its main campaign. It's too early to say how long Black Myth Wukong will end up being, but it sounds like the studio really wants to avoid unnecessary cutscenes, long scenes of talking and such, which is definitely good news. Content-wise, the team plans to add over 100 enemy types, including the bosses. The game is partly inspired by Journey to the West and will have a dark, gritty tone. Black Myth Wukong has been in development for 2 years so far, and the team is aiming to release the game no less than 2 or 3 years from now. The game is going to have 3 playable monkeys, which player will have to wait to work out who the real Wukong is. Black Myth Wukong is the first of 3 planned Black Myth games, each one on drawing on different Chinese styles. Those wondering if the game's interesting setting and tone will spin off into anything else after that, Game Science was very straight up about the future of this franchise, claiming it sees Wukong as the beginning of a trilogy. Allegedly, each game will focus on a different Chinese tale, with the studio envisioning Black Myth as a wide universe of stories, not unlike the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they said. The developers aren't very specific about what platforms Black Myth Wukong will be released on yet, outside of confirming that it will come to PC and next-gen consoles. As it probably won't be released for quite some time, next-gen releases on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X seems very likely, especially if those platforms come to China. 30 people are working on the game right now, with the developers' 3 co-founders all starting the company after working at Tencent. The game is being designed as a premium console game, something considered unusual and risky in the contemporary Chinese market. Here's the developer's statement on the game's release date. While we will not necessarily need 500 years to finish, we will ship it only when we feel satisfied as players, but we will also consider performance and cost ratio, as well as marginal effect. After all, more works in the Black Myth series are in serious planning. The game at its core is a third-person action RPG, mixing environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. Wukong is armed with his signature magic-imbued Black Iron Staff weapon. Alright guys, for more news on upcoming games like this, make sure you drop a like on this video and of course subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Space Beer Gaming, Rush Singbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23 and Kianzo Fagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a Survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.